Welcome back to another Real Talk reaction. This one right here is for Hannibal. Season 1, episode number 10. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.
Faster than I am. Alright, one comment from the last episode from Emma who says, another great reaction. I totally agree with you, RJ. No way is it physically possible for that old man to make the totem pole on his own in one night with no one noticing him do it. Will is getting worse and Hannibal is still trying to insist it's all mental, not physical, for his own manipulations. He even plants the idea Will could be a murderer and not be aware of it. Hannibal does not want Abigail to write that book. She was warned about what could happen. Hannibal just wants his murder family. When he speaks to Abigail, he always emphasizes Will and I. He manipulated Will this episode by stating they are He manipulated, where am I at? Oh, he manipulated Will this episode by stating they are Abigail's fathers now. So Will feels a connection to Hannibal through his protection of Abigail. I agree with you, J Rabbit, in that Abigail. I keep getting texts. I agree with you, J Rabbit, in that Abigail is a victim who has a strong survival instinct, but she is looking for a father figure and has latched on to Hannibal probably because of the similar proclivities, great word, of cannibalism and murder. Hannibal wants to nurture his darkness in her and develop this family to establish a stronger relationship with Will. Just my opinion. I think he cares for Abigail, but not that much. Both storylines totally tie in with each other, I think because of family and legacy, not just Hannibal's, but Abigail and her dad. Great comment. Alright, let's get into the next episode right now. Is someone in the bed with her? Oh, is he under the bed?
I'm about to fall down. Creaky bed too. Why you get up all slow like your fucking ceiling ain't about to cave in? Grab my torch.
Nope. This is too scary.
A little bit down south. Damn.
Did someone break into our house? That is not just normal.
Footprints, yeah.
So someone's in our house.
Man, you should really be staying.
I mean, you should totally be calling the police.
Yeah.
Because what do you think happened? What do you think happened?
I don't know what's water you think that little bowl gonna from Mother Nature.
You should have called the police. That's
I this house already rickety drippy.
Girl, call the police.
Yeah, he got all the signs.
Like, there's so many signs. Jesus.
Yeah, that bed wasn't that long, but okay.
I can feel my nerves clicking like roller coaster cogs pulling up to the inevitable long plunge.
This motherfucker said I'm coming through the roof.
Abigail Hobbs ended Nicholas Boyle like a burst balloon. She took a life.
You've taken a life.
Yeah. Yeah, so have you.
You're grieving well. Not for the life you have taken, but for the life that was taken from you. If Abigail could have started over, left the horror of her father behind, so could have you. You could untangle yourself from the madness and the murder.
We lied for her.
We both know the unreality of taking a life. Of people who die when we have no other choice. We know in those moments, they're not flesh, but light and air and color.
Isn't that what it is to be alive?
Do you feel alive, Will?
I feel like I'm fading.
Have you experienced any further loss of time or hallucinations? I'd like you to draw a clock face. Numbered. Small hand indicating the hour, large hand the minute.
Why?
An exercise.
This is so
I want you
fucked.
to focus
And
on the
he's
present
getting
moment. But now,
Any type
often
of
as you can, think of where
he's
you are.
manipulating the fuck out of it. It's
Yeah.
so problematic.
Think of who you are.
7:16 p.m. Baltimore, Maryland. My name is Will Graham.
A simple reminder. A handle to reality for you to hold on to. And know you're alive.
Do you see? He needs to go to the fucking doctor.
But that was the hand he done right with?
No, but he's seeing his perception.
Yeah. You think he's doing the right thing?
So does he have a good tumor or something?
Bring that shit back in your house, man. You clean that shit outside. Just got it on the counter. Nip my blood. Girl, what just saying?
Well. Oh shit. What was he doing? Go to the doctor, bro. It's not how brain trauma stuff works.
What happened in there?
I got confused.
I've seen you confused and I've seen you upset, but I've never seen you afraid like this.
An old hand of fear. I can manage this one. I just got disoriented. I can go back in.
I saw the look on your face when you came out of that room. Now, what did you experience in there that's got you mute all of a sudden.
I can see and hear better, afraid. I just can't speak as concisely.
Will, you contaminated the crime scene. You've never done that before.
I thought I was responsible for it.
What do you say? You thought that you killed that woman in there?
You know, sometimes with what I do,
What you do is you take all of the evidence available at a crime scene, you extrapolate, you reconstruct the thinking of a killer. You don't think of yourself as the killer.
I got lost in the reconstruction. Just for a second, just a blink.
I know you don't like to be the cause for concern, but I am officially concerned about you.
Officially.
Yes, that's right.
I thought the reason you had me seeing Dr. Lecter and not an FBI psychiatrist is so my mental well-being stays unofficial.
I just want to be careful with you. We don't want to break you here. Is that what's happening? Have I broken you?
Do you have anyone that does this better unbroken than I do broken?
That's
reached out to someone she loved, someone she trusted. She felt betrayed, became violent.
She can't trust anything or anyone she once knew to be trustworthy. Her mental illness won't let her.
Can't see faces. Guess she is real. That's the person that killed the girl. Who's that peeking through my window? Why?
We matched tissue samples from the crime scene to your daughter's medical records.
Oh, that's her.
I was almost relieved when I got that phone call. I thought that you'd found her and she was, would be at peace.
You thought she might be dead.
Well, that makes me sound like a horrible mother. I tried to be a good mom. I tried to do everything that I could. I just don't want her to be in pain.
No one's doubting your dedication to your daughter, Mrs. Manchin.
How well did she know Beth LeBeau?
They were best friends. They went to school together until it was unsafe for Georgia to go to school.
When did you first recognize that your daughter was struggling with mental illness?
When she was 9, and she told me that she was thinking about killing me and said that she was already dead.
What sort of symptoms did she have?
It's like a tart thing that.
She had seizures, hallucinations, psychotic depression. I was grateful when she was catatonic.
Was she ever violent?
Sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
What did your doctor say?
Not much.
Wanted to study.
She spent months at a time in the hospital. Blood tests and brain scans, and all of them inconclusive. They could never tell me what was wrong.
This is all gonna fuck him up.
You still don't know.
They would just say it was this or it was that. They were just
Just guessing.
They're just always guessing. And I did my own research. I wrote down every word that the doctors said, the different terminology. Learned a lot. But mostly what I learned is how little is actually known about mental illness. All I know, it's rarely about finding solutions. It's just more about managing expectations.
managing your expectations.
Changing my expectations. You know, when Miriam last died, I had to come back here to this office to pack up. But that got to be too overwhelming. I thought I should just leave. Seeing as how I had gotten trainee killed. That lack of leadership on my part, that was my responsibility.
You didn't kill Miriam last, the Chesapeake Ripper did.
It didn't feel that way to me. I pulled her out of a classroom, like I pulled you out of a classroom.
She was a student, I'm a teacher.
I'm still just as responsible for you as I was for her.
I'll take my own responsibility.
Well, not for me, you won't. We can do it together. I broke the rules with Miriam. I encouraged her to break the rules. I am breaking the rules with you now.
By letting an unstable agent do field work?
Special agent. That means you represent the FBI. You still represent me.
Have I misrepresented you, Jack?
No. But you have me curious. Why are you still here when the both of us know that this is bad for you?
Do you want me to quit?
No. No, you had an opportunity to quit. You didn't take it. Why not? Let me tell you what I think. I think that the work you do here has created a sense of stability for you. Stability is good for you, Will.
Stability requires strong foundations, Jack. My moorings are built on sand.
I'm not sand. I am bedrock. When you doubt yourself, you don't have to doubt me, too.
The Jamon Iberico. Still love your little rare treats, don't you, Hannibal? More expensive and difficult they are to obtain, the better.
It's a distinction that adds an expectation of quality.
Not always.
For Iberico, only a few thousand are selected each year. But it's the pig. Once fattened and slaughtered and hair-cured, really superior to any other pig. It's just simply a matter of reputation preceding product.
It's irrelevant. If the meat eater thinks it's superior, then belief determines value.
A case of psychology overriding neurology.
So we know how Iberico gets his pigs. How did you get yours?
Are you referring to Will Graham?
We know you're fond of the rarefied. What makes him so rare?
Yes. Okay, I'm talking about
Will has a remarkably vivid imagination. Beautiful. Pure empathy. Nothing he can't understand, and that terrifies him.
So you set his mind on fire.
Imagination is an interesting accelerant for a fever.
So, how far does this go? Do you put out the fire? Or do you let it burn?
Will is my friend. He will put out the fire when it's necessary.
He has asked for more tests.
Now that we have confirmed what it is, it'll be easier to hide from him.
This is fucked up. I cannot.
Put these in? This will be over before you know it.
It's gonna have something scary.
Dr. Sutcliffe?
What? Damn!
Woo!
Damn! I'm gonna be out here, boy.
You're clean. You couldn't have done this without getting something on you, and there's nothing on you.
I don't feel clean.
The murder weapon has the same sort of diseased or damaged tissues that we found at Beth LeBeau's house.
What's this guy got to do with the other victim? Just me.
What do you remember?
I remember coming here, going into the MRI, getting out, and finding Dr. Sutcliffe's body.
No confusion.
Well, not that I'm aware of.
See, that's how
Was
it
your
works.
Dr. Sutcliffe in the habit of seeing patients after hours when he's the only one in the office?
He was very accommodating.
Georgia Mansion followed you here, and while you're ticking away in the MRI, she does this to your doctor. Why him?
She can't see faces. Maybe she thought he was me.
All right, while we're at it,
With a white coat
why
on?
you?
I don't know. I had a habit of collecting strays. I told her, tried to tell her. The night I saw her, I tried to tell her she was alive. Maybe she heard me.
She's obviously
Maybe
a
that hadn't occurred to her.
really good skill tracker too, because she followed him to his house. You not being seen with your dirty ass, being seen out here following people. I can't imagine she got a car. Do you? Yeah, he got like 15 dogs. No way she would get up in there.
Is she put on the bed?
No way. Hold on, dogs.
Woo! God, I can't not with that fucking face.
I see you, Georgia. Think of who you are. It's midnight. You're in Wolf Trap, Virginia. Your name is Georgia Madgen. You're not alone. We are here together.
I don't want to pull your skin off again. Let's get you to a hospital.
Why is her skin coming off though?
She recovered?
Risk of infection is high. She's lost most of the vital fluids, even some bone mass. She's being treated like a burn victim.
But she recovered mentally.
She has Cotard syndrome. Almost all sufferers of this delusion recover with treatment. In extreme cases like this one, electroconvulsive therapy. I'm more concerned about Will.
Thought you'd be more concerned about your colleague, Dr. Sutcliffe.
I am grieving Dr. Sutcliffe, but Will is very much alive. He's still desperate for an explanation that can make everything right again.
I'm pretty desperate for some explanations myself. Really going to talk to this young woman when she comes to. How much do you think she'll remember?
I sincerely hope for her sake she doesn't remember much.
Because if she does, I'll kill her.
Are we trying to say she the one did that? Right.
No.
see faces. Just go ahead and walk off.
Fucking Hannibal, man.
Alright, it was episode 10 of Hannibal right there. Man, sadistic, sick, and just very manipulative. I mean, going so far as Hannibal being like, I don't even want to find, I want to find out what he got, but I don't really care. And even if we do find out, great.
Which we did find out.
Yeah, but then he's, get a concrete, great, because then I'll know more to hide it from him. I just want him to continue to go crazy and crazier and crazier. I guess he's getting a kick out of this whole thing doing it, but we'll definitely need to see a different doctor, I'm assuming. Or I think this is just going to drive him mad to the point where he might actually commit a real crime without even knowing. Very creepy, the no-skin girl. That is some shit I ain't never heard of. I mean, I get it. The syndrome that you can just feel like you dead. But, why do you look like that? And how have you been functioning? And are they trying to say that's the same girl who came through the roof and killed the other girl?
Yep.
You highly smart and functional, right? I don't understand it, but okay. Very creepy. The way she liked to hide under beds and shit, come through and watch it at night, that was creepy. That could be a whole different show movie. But she witnessed Hannibal committing the whole murder crime, but she couldn't see his face. Obviously, I think she got enough detail to, if she was to see that person again, to be like, I'm about 98% sure that's him, that I seen him cutting up that doctor in there. And so we'll see what happens if she come back too, but I think Hannibal gonna try to kill her for sure before she get about that box. But yeah, another crazy ass episode, very methodic. Can't wait to see another one.
Whew. I am so glad it is still daytime and we have content to watch after this, because I would not be able to sleep tonight. That was hella creepy, though. It's already creepy enough if it was just a regular killer that hides under your bed, but to look the way that she did was so elevated, very much exorcist vibes. So creepy. And then the fact that her skin's coming off too is just and she can't see faces. Jesus, you just put all the scary elements into one person. But yeah, I cannot believe the extent that Hannibal's going to not treat Will when he has a real medical condition. He could die from this. And I knew immediately once the doctor that came to the neurologist was like, are you just not going to treat him ever? As soon as he started questions, I was like, he's totally going to kill him. He can't have anybody else out there messing with his game and potentially leaking to Will that he's actually sick. But this is really problematic, right? And I hate, this is even worse than in my opinion, of course it is, but it's definitely worse than all the manipulation we've seen so far. This is at a risk now to Will's life as well. This is just beyond me. This is and the fact this is the first episode too, which I think it's so brilliant, where we actually got to see Hannibal in the act of killing one of the people. And I think it's so smart to have it be the episode with the person who witnessed it not being able to recognize faces. Just smart writing all in all, which you can see. And she's mentally has a mental illness too, so there's a lot of ways he can manipulate this situation as well. And then have an episode fully focused on a killer who is suffering from a mental illness while he's manipulating Will to believe that he has a mental illness. It's all these things are just stacking up so neatly for Hannibal. It's crazy. But great episode. Cannot wait to see where it goes from here.
Yep. All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Hannibal Season 1, Episode number 10. And until next time.